And I know you're going to make them feel good as they come out. We're going to start with Catwoman herself, Miss Lee Meriwether, everybody. Royalty as well, right? I guess you know we're in the presence of a former Miss America.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, come on up here, look at it.
Thanks for helping.
Oh, sure. Okay. I just don't want to turn my back on Catwoman. It's not wise. They're going to share it. The gentleman said they're going to be nice and share microphone with you. Isn't that nice? And here's one of them right now. The boy wonder. We know him and love him. Burt Ward, everybody. Look at that. No batteries included. No required, right? All right. And what would Batman be without Batman? And ladies and gentlemen, the legend himself, Mr. Adam West. All right. They have their own microphones so that we can be quicker than we were in the last couple Q&As. So I'm just going to come out in the audience and they're going to answer your questions. So if you raise your hands, I'll come over to you and you can ask the questions of anybody you'd like. Who's got the first question? All right. Who do you want to ask?
Adam West.
For Adam West.
What are you doing in my room?
Yeah, Adam, I was talking to you a little bit about your Army experience, and I wondered what years you were in the Army, were you drafted, what you did, and what years you were at San Luis Obispo.
Interesting. I've never been asked that. My
the
Army
Civil War?
It's the boy smart mouth, isn't it, Adam?
He was a rebel.
Without a cause.
Show us your flag. I was in the Army from, let's see, 54 to 58. What happened was I was drafted from the McClatchy Broadcasting Network in Sacramento, and I was drafted, accepted at the Naval OCS, and fired the same day. Yeah, it was a big day. So I decided to be fired. I decided to go in the Army because it was only 24 months. And they didn't know what the hell to do with me, so they assigned me to Camp San Luis Obispo. Yes, in California, near, you know where it is, mid-coast there. And asked me to start the Army's first TV station, which I couldn't believe they'd do that. They'd trust me with that, but they didn't quite, because they got Warrant Officer 8, who had these big cigars. He was from Tennessee, I'll never forget. He spent the whole day behind me, snapping his fingers, and I heard him murmur, "You better do the right thing, private, or you're good." Well, I can't tell you. It was very nervous-making, but that was my Army career.
Well, wait a minute, was that part of the don't ask, don't tell?
I'm not going to say. With 6 kids, don't ask.
Because he won't tell.
I will tell. About you. I've seen you in action.
He who looks behind the door has been there before.
Whoa! Confucius. You're confusing me. That's funny.
Is that Confucius or confusion? Put your hand up if you have a question for our stars. Who's this? Yes.
The question is for each of you. Do you each share a favorite moment from filming the TV series?
So a favorite moment from each of you on the TV series, filming it. What's your favorite moment, Adam?
Well, every day is my favorite moment. You know what I mean? When you get to be an older man, like me, you know, I'm so blessed and lucky to have fans like you. And I don't mean that in a saccharine sense at all. You people have been so loyal and good to Burt and me and Burt's dogs, and with Leanne and Julie and all the folks. It's just terrific. So every day is good for us. You've made it that way. Thank you.
Bart, what's your first thing comes to
I
mind?
had a series of favorite moments. I think my favorite moments were at the end of each day that I didn't have to go to the emergency hospital. Because of
Last night.
No, yes, that included last night. But Batman was a very dangerous show to make, at least for me. And during the first episode, I was at, I think, for the first 5 days, I was at the emergency hospital from explosions, second-degree burns, all kinds of crazy stuff. So it was nice to be able to go home and not without having to go to the emergency hospital.
How about you, Lee? And don't say your favorite part was his second-degree burns. That wouldn't be right. What was your
I
favorite?
never saw them, I swear. No, my first day, well, I only made one episode on the series, and I wasn't Catwoman. I was only Catwoman in the Batman movie, the 1966 Batman movie. Or I was lucky enough to work with these two fellas, and I got to work with the other villains, Cesar Romero, Frank Gorshin, and Burgess Burt, and I was so lucky, so incredibly lucky. The first day, I mean, I read for the part. The next day, I was in costume fittings, and the next day I was filming the Penguin's submarine interior when everything was exploding. And this is what I remember of that particular day. It was so exciting to have Cesar Romero protecting me throughout the entire filming of that little area, because he knew where he was supposed to be. I had no idea where I was supposed to be. They placed me in, and then they said, well, just do your thing. Leslie Martins, was a wonderful director, but sometimes he was a little harried and would forget that I had not, one, played the part before, and two, that it was the first day of filming for me. And so he just put me sort of in that particular day, and Cesar just protected me every step of the way. I mean, there were sparklers and all sorts of things exploding, and steam coming out and everything. He was just a dear. That was a wonderful memory, and I've held on to that for many, many years. He's just a dear. He's a dear man.
You know, besides explosions and all, I don't know if he's going to fess up and tell you the story he told me, but Burt, as young Robin, had other things to worry about on the set, like Shelley Winters, for example.
Yeah, and I had all those villains' girlfriends, and it was, we all got along, we managed to, but Shelley Winters was quite aggressive, but I focused on my work, and I sent her over to Adams.
Next question. Yes.
Super funny.